Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. I'm Naomi, your host, the Brickanista, and today is Thursday, October 13th. And Thursdays are the days that I focus on sets that are $20 or less. And today we are going to be focusing on this set, the Halloween Owl, which is still readily available, $14.99. You should be able to find it at not only your local Lego store, but also at other stores such as Target and the big box stores that you might have, Fred Meyer, etc. Now, the other thing that I have, but I'm going to wait for either next week or the week after, is I have the very hard to find Cat and the Mouse set. So I was looking around, and apparently this is this year's set, and it's very, very hard to get. I didn't realize it at the time. I bought this probably a month ago. I saw that they had put them out, and I said, I better get it because I have a feeling this one's going to sell it. And it is adorable. It is this cat, as you can see, the black cat with a mouse coming out of a jack-o'-lantern. And ironically enough, when I looked online, this is going for like the mid 30s when the retail, if I remember right, it's like $14.99 too. So I think what happened is that it's all supply and demand, right? That everybody wants this now because they saw it, but we will save this closer to Halloween. In fact, I think I'm going to do this the Thursday before Halloween. And I also found somewhere in my stash, I still have to look for it, I found a vampire one that was from, I think, a couple of years ago. But today, as I mentioned, Halloween Owl, readily available. You can get it pretty much online anywhere, and you should be able to get it, and you might as well pick it up before before Halloween shows up so you can build it. 228 pieces. Set number 40497, and we're going to be putting this together today. And
my down camera set up.
Oops. Excuse the echo. You would think after streaming for a couple of years that I would have everything set and everything ready to go, which, by the way, who else was disappointed that Lego Masters was not streaming last night? Remy Baker, so happy they reprinted the owl. It's such a great set. Yeah, you can get the owl now pretty readily, but the cat and the mouse set you can't get. And the cat and the mouse set, just for comparison, has some more pieces. It's actually 100 pieces more. So here's the box is about the same profile. In fact, the cat is a little smaller, but this one has 328 pieces, whereas this one has 228. You're just here to say hello and good night. I was going to say you're up kind of late. Usually you're not around for my 9 o'clock streams, which, by the way, it was really great to see Remy in Seattle a couple weeks ago. We hung out and got a chance to, meet some of the Lego Masters in person, look at our art. I mean, he does an amazing job on flowers. I have a whole new appreciation for capes. So thanks for teaching us all about that. The cat and the mouse will hopefully be back next year too. Yeah. Like I said, if you're ever at the Lego store and you see something like this and the employees are putting it out, especially at the front counter, because sometimes what they do is they put things at the front counter to regulate how many are purchased so that somebody doesn't walk up with a stack of like 10 of them. So you got to be, watchful for some of these. But I was really lucky. Like I said, I got this about a month ago, and yeah, things are good. But anyway, thanks for stopping in, Remy. It was really great to see you. And hello and good night. Yeah. So anyway, I heard. Okay, so we're in the U.S. and we were not able to get the broadcast here, but I heard from some Canadian friends of mine that they were still able to see it. So, and I do have some inside information, but we are not going to disclose that because we want this to be a surprise for everybody. But I will say that all the promos that you've seen about the tree challenge where they're building a tree house, it will not disappoint you. This whole new cast, I'm saying a whole new cast because they just added 2 new contestants. And what's interesting is that they did this as a cliffhanger. At the end of episode 3, Carrie and Patrick left, and then they said, and by the way, we have a new team that's going to be joining you. So that was the cliffhanger. And of course, we don't get to see it because Major League Baseball preempted us. Anyway, so here's these sets. And if Debo was on here, Debo Bricks, one of my regulars, he loves lavender. So these lavender plates are really nice. Yeah. So anyway, I've been looking forward to the holidays, but was, like I said, super disappointed about what happened on Lego Masters. I feel badly for Ethan and Dom because, as you can imagine, that was the, spoiler alert, 2 new contestants were added last week. And if you haven't watched it by now, sorry, spoilers are going to abound. But you can imagine they were probably hosting watch parties, and now they just kind of have to wait another week before people can see their builds. So anyway, just wanted you to know that I'm very, very excited about this new team. I have been, as you probably remember, Remy and I had talked about artificial intelligence. We talked about it on the episode of Top Hats and Top Cats when we were doing This or That Thursday, where we just took a random topic and started talking about these things. And during the cat discussion, I pulled up this crayon, CRAIYON is the website, and it's an artificial intelligence program, and you pretty much just put in any kind of topic. So I said, okay, since we're talking about Black Panther, which is what we were talking about at the time, I said, okay, why don't we put Black Panther eating tacos at a red desk? And oh my gosh, it was amazing what the computer came up with. And I am really fortunate because I can make an announcement. I've confirmed him. So Ethan Dungan, who is in Lego Masters Season 3, he's one of the new contestants. And he has confirmed that he's going to be on my Sunday show where I do Builder Insights. Not this weekend, next weekend. Because this weekend I have Little Scrap, who's lined up. Who you probably remember, Little Scrap has been on several challenges online on Instagram, and he's been he was at BrickCon as well, so I had a chance to say, hey, let's be on the show. So I'm looking forward to hosting him with that Builder Insights group. But anyway, going back to Ethan, so Ethan is going to be on the show on the 23rd, which is the Sunday show. So today is Thursday, and as you know, Sundays I also stream at 1 o'clock, and I interview different people in the Lego world and just talk about different topics. And I've been wanting to talk to somebody about artificial intelligence, and I know that I've been following a couple different streamers who use this, and I'm just very intrigued by it. So I just wanted to tell you this is going to be like dipping my toe in the water for trying to do something with artificial intelligence. I don't know just yet how that's going to manifest itself, but let's just say, stay tuned. Stay tuned. It's gonna happen. Something along those lines is going to happen. I'm super, super excited, and I think lots of good things coming our way in the world of content creation. But yeah, I know it's been really busy with con season lately. I noticed on Instagram that Stacy Roy and Nick have both been on the road at TwitchCon, as well as Dr. Cat Builds. Pretty much everybody on the Brick Relay except for me. So I didn't get the memo, but I probably couldn't have gone anyway because there's been, I just went to BrickCon and had to get all these mocks ready for that. And I don't think I could do back-to-back cons very well. I know Nick pretty much did it. He went to BrickCon and he went to TwitchCon back to back. God love him. He, and he's a celebrity now too, because everybody. Well, he's always been a celebrity, but he's, once you're on a TV show, then people really want to get selfies with you and they want to talk with you some more. So yeah, you can tell that Nick was very busy, as well as all the Lego Masters who showed up to BrickCon. Met quite a few, and in fact, another set of people who we're going to be interviewing, Remy and I, are Tacos and Michelle. So Tacos and Michelle, who were from Mexico, or are from Mexico, representing that country, they are going to be on our show next week. They were supposed to be here tomorrow, Friday, but it's a shame that with the season pushing out the episode, so we'll have to talk about all the things, all of their experience. And I've been following Michelle Crafty Life's Instagram, and oh my gosh, that woman knows how to do things. I mean, she's a very crafty person. By the way, there's some hinges in here, which are really cool. Yeah. So anyway, I'm learning. I always learn a lot from different streamers. And so we've got lots of guests coming in. And I also have been in conversation with the Grandpappies, who were eliminated in episode 3. They're planning to come on our show as well. We're still waiting for confirmation, but I'm pretty sure they're going to. So we're going to have Michelle and Tacos next, and then the Grandpappies after that. But yeah, it's exciting. It's an exciting time to be a streamer right now. And I hope you had fun listening to Liz and Erin. Oh my gosh, those ladies can build. I know Liz through Sortlug, and thankfully she connected us with the Endemol Shine people. And yeah, we're doing well. It's been an interesting road. I was just looking at my expenses from last year, and I had started StreamYard last year, and I've been streaming for 2 years, but I was relying on a couple different platforms, and I decided, I'm just going to stick with one platform. It's just easier. It's just for me, I had Streamlabs, I had StreamYard, I had all kinds of different things going at the same time. And I just said, I'm going to have to really start consolidating. And now that I'm starting to add TikTok, my TikTok account is all over the place. In fact, I was talking to another blogger, True North Bricks. So Tom from True North Bricks had reached out to me, and he said that he's actually been doing TikTok and he's been enjoying it. And I said, I don't know. I have a TikTok account, but I haven't really used it that much. And my very first TikTok post was after a Niners game. And my friend, his daughter, helped us put together something. And I tell you, I just left it there because it's so goofy. I mean, it's on my Brickanista account. It's my very, very first post on TikTok. And like I said, I find it amusing, to say the least. Okay, we're almost done knolling here. Have a couple of mixel joints. So that's going to be nice. So there's going to be some articulation, probably for these wings. I'm guessing these wings are going to flap, so we might have that. But I'm a little concerned. Oh, there it is. I was worried because I was missing a ball. I have 2 of the joints, but only 1 of the balls. Okay. Lots of dark brown, as you can see, for the owl, which I really like. Okay. Just about done knolling there, but we have 1 more bag. Yeah, so now, we're going into holiday season. So I'm thinking about, there's an old Chris McVeigh book, which I think I'm going to go pick up. which has a bunch of ornaments in it. And I don't know if I can get him on the show, but it would be kind of cool to start working on some of those ornaments. So I'm gonna look for that because I think it's a really cool book. And that's how he got his start, is Chris McVeigh. If you don't know who Chris McVeigh is, Chris McVeigh is one of the designers who has been working on the brick sketches. So you probably have seen Batman and Joker and Minnie and Mickey Mouse and some of those. And so he was doing that as an AFOL, and Lego really liked what he was doing with the brick sketches and pretty much hired him as a designer. But the other thing he was doing that not a lot of people know is he was also doing ornaments, Christmas ornaments, and he had a whole book about it. So I was thinking, that would be something fun to do for the holidays. And now that Halloween's coming up, you're going to see probably me wearing some funky hats. Hey, Brick Jedi, ahoy, hoy, how are you? Good to see you. I am knolling right now. We're almost done knolling. And sorry you can't see me doing all of this off camera, but trust me, there's knolling to be had here. But yeah, I don't know if you were disappointed as well that we were not able to watch Lego Masters here in the US. I was very envious of my Canadian friends who could watch it. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with the show. So today, in case you missed it, we're working on this Halloween owl today. $14.99. You can still get it. It's readily available, unlike the very popular cat and the mouse. So I'm going to work on this in a couple weeks. But for today, yeah, we're gonna do this, and we're almost done with the little bits. I'm gonna put this on because rotators need to be connected. One of my favorite elements, the rotator turntable piece. Love it. I just love things that rotate in general. And what was fun too, by the way, is just meeting some Lego masters and talking with them about what they like. I was just blown away by how many people really liked my Panda pirate ship. I mean, people who I really admire. For example, Martin Bricksnaps, who was there from Alabama. He actually told me he really liked my Panda pirate ship. I was like, wow, that's really cool. So I think one of the things I'm going to think about for next year are taking some of the mocks that people really liked and expanding them and improving them, because I think all of us can think about improving our mocks and making them better. Okay, I think we're done knolling, at least to a point where I can pretty much find everything. Yeah, but it's kind of weird with con season kind of coming to an end. It's like, what do I do now? I have no purpose. What am I going to do? Yeah. Now, I'm sure for me, there's always plenty of things to do. Okay, it says a 1x4. I guess it is in purple. This is a weird color scheme. I mean, thinking about purple with this dark tan, that just kind of feels off. It doesn't feel right. But that's what we're doing. So we're putting this purple around the edges here. Yeah, the other thing that I've been just curious about is I have not been to a Lego convention off of the West Coast. All of the conventions I've been to have been Brickpalooza in Santa Rosa. That was my very first one. And Bricks by the Bay. And then Bricks Cascade and Brick Con. I do plan to go to Brick Can, which is also on the West Coast in Vancouver. But I think next year I've got Brick Rodeo on my radar. I think that one's in Houston, and I think it'd be probably pretty easy to get to Houston from here. So that's one that I'm very, very excited about. Hoping, fingers crossed that everything will come together, that I'll be able to go sometime. But Brick Rodeo, I'm not quite. I've heard that Brick World is really great, but I just don't like lots of crowds, honestly. Crowds kind of scare me. How come Lego Masters wasn't on last night? Oh, that's because the baseball game was on. So Major League Baseball preempted Lego Masters. So unfortunately, people have to wait another week before seeing the episode. And they even yanked it from Hulu too, because I was talking to Debo, and Debo was disappointed because he thought maybe Hulu would, in the streaming services, would still, show it, but they didn't. However, if you were in Canada, you were able to watch the episode last night. So if you have a nice connection with a Canadian friend, then yeah, you would have been able to watch it. And I'm really thankful that in a way, having it postponed was actually kind of a blessing, because honestly, it's been hectic. Just coming right after con season, I kind of needed a break, because I stream three times a week on YouTube and once on Twitch, that I kind of needed a break. So this is interesting with the dots. Yeah, I don't know if you were disappointed too, but several people have their streaming service recording for them. So when they got to watch Lego Masters, all they got to see was a baseball game. So it's like, wah, wah, sorry. Okay, so here's where this hinge piece is going to come into play. So this is interesting. But before I do that, they said we want to do a sub build. All right, so I got to do a sub build first. So let's do that. Yeah, it's always hard when the network puts a cliffhanger in. So the cliffhanger, of course, was this new team starting to build, and they're really well known on TikTok. So what you missed earlier is that I have confirmed that Ethan will be on my show on Sunday, the 23rd, and we're going to talk about artificial intelligence. It's something I had mentioned with Remy on the this or that Thursday show a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about how artificial intelligence, now you can just put in a list of random things, and the engine will come up with something fun. And we did Black Panther eating tacos at a red desk. It was pretty funny. All right, so we have, I guess these are the feet. I guess these are the feet of the bird, maybe. But got a little bit of articulation going on. Yeah, but apparently Twitter exploded last night, right when Lego Masters was supposed to be on, because everybody was looking forward to watching it, and unfortunately it got preempted. And I had a chance to interview Dom and Ethan, and I posted a little clip of that, so you got a chance to see how they prepared for the show. So that was a little bit of an interview I was able to share with you. But yeah, okay, this is weird. This is weird because there's like two eyes. It's almost like this is like a little bat. Is there supposed to be two things on here? I wasn't expecting to make a bat. Oh, the bat is hidden. The bat is underneath this. Oh, that is clever. That is very clever. They made a bat underneath this. Wow. That is cool. Okay, let me find these. Okay, here's these little eyes that they have. All right, let me see if I can find the other one. Is this the other one? Yeah, there we go. Okay, that was a nice little Easter egg, is they have a bat hidden underneath. Sometimes these designers have a funny sense of humor. I will give him that. So we've got a bat underneath the owl, just chilling, hanging out. Okay, I was wondering, I didn't realize that these feet articulated, and then lo and behold, it's not. It's a bat. It's a freaking bat. It's like, wow. And good job by the designer for covering up these studs. As you know, that drives the Brickanisa crazy when they don't cover the studs up. So kudos to the designer. I'll have to look that up because there we go. So isn't that adorable? There's a little bat underneath there. Oh my God. Too funny. That is super funny. Okay. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a bat hiding underneath the build because this is going to be covered up. Very clever. Very, very clever. All right, so here we go. Wow. All right. And did I put the wrong color on the bottom? Wait a minute. Oh, I put the wrong color on the bottom. It's supposed to be the tan. Oh man. Okay. Okay. I guess I can recover from this. Maybe I can pull it off in one big thing. Let's see if we can transpose this already built. I think so. All right, so we're gonna come in from underneath. We're gonna do it this way. Let's see. Okay, this is what happens when I have bad lighting. I can't the colors. And that's what I was saying. I was wondering, why is this dark purple? Okay, this wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. All right. Oops. Oopsie. All right. That's okay. That was a minor foul, since we're talking baseball. Minor foul. Yeah, I was going, wait a minute. What's going on? The dark tan is supposed to be on top. Okay. Like I said, this isn't too bad to recover. That only took less than a minute, I think, to fix that. All right. Here we go. Okay, we're back. And we have our bat now in a nice, color palette here. And it's funny is that these wings still articulate. That's hilarious. All right. Oops. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Let's see. It looks like I have a... Uh-oh. I have a couple of missing pieces. Oops. All right, let's undo this one. All right, looks like we had let's see. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. Make sure I've got this right. Okay, so this is correct. And then I think we had just a 1x1. Okay, that one's in place. All right, this isn't bad. There we go. Okay. Minor delay in game. And I think this one. Yeah. I think I have another black dot. I've dropped one on the floor, so hopefully I will be getting a spare. You know how these are. They usually have a spare. Okay. All right, so mental note. make sure you have your colors correct before you start building these. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're back. We're back, and now we can cover this up. This poor bat. Very cute though. Very cute bat underneath this little Easter egg. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you'd never know the difference. You'd never know. All right, we're back. We are back to our regularly scheduled program. And the poor bat is just sitting underneath there going, wait a minute. Well, for you Edgar Allan Poe fans, this may be like the Cask of Amontillado, if you know what that is. If you don't, I'm not going to spoil it for you. It's an interesting color palette. I will give it that. Let's see. I'm looking for a brown. There it is. Dark brown cheese slope. And let's see. All right. I'm going to guess that it's this way. See, this is the problem, is that sometimes these instructions, yeah, I'm going to point it the other way. Ooh, okay. We get to use these now. And all right. So they want this. And I'm guessing we're going to go with this bright orange. I have two choices, orange or this lighter orange. So which orange is it? All right, we'll go with this one. And it looks like they want it here. Yeah, so once again, Lego Masters being postponed, kind of a drag. We were disappointed, but what can you do? You just, you're at the mercy of the network. It's like whatever the network wants to show you. This is the time when things like this happen that people start to realize, do we really have control over what we get to consume? Or are things given to us in certain ways? Okay, I am looking for a squarish one. Okay, don't see the squarish one, so I'm guessing it might be. Well, see, I'll tell you why I'm hesitating at the moment, because it could be this where it's curved down. I'm going to guess that it is. We're gonna work with this one. So it has this kind of angle, but I was expecting it to be kind of a step up, one of those, a squarish one, not with the angle plate, but okay, we're gonna roll with it. We are just gonna roll with it. Okay, so let's see. Looks like we're gonna put these lighter ones down. Oops, wait, did I miss a step? I missed a step. Yeah, I got that one. Okay, I was supposed to put another one of these branches down. Hold up. Hold your horses. Not quite there yet. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so once again, Lego Masters going to when I was in Brick World or BrickCon, I had so much fun hanging out with so many people, and the Lego Masters there were very approachable, very nice. As I mentioned, I already know Liz from Sort Lug, and I knew Dave kind of vaguely through C-Lug and from some of the BrickCon conventions that he's gone to. I didn't know Emily, his sister, so got to know her. Super nice. Everybody there was just so nice. I mean, really very personable, and you just really appreciate all that they were doing to make people feel comfortable. Okay, another cheese wedge here. Okay. And just more leaves, more leaves. Okay. All right, very cute. So we're just kind of putting this foliage around for the base. And locking it in with these tiles. I like it when they lock things in like that. So you can see things are being locked in right there. And adding some more embellishments. Not sure if these are going to really make any difference with the build, but they have these little plants. Little plants. Okay. Now we get to put in some slopes. I will say for a parts pack, it's a little odd because it's got things like this dark green slope. And then it has this gray slope, dark gray. So, okay. Oops. Yeah, I do like how this is starting to come together, though. Like I said, for a parts pack, though, I would like more of those colors rather than less. I mean, they just kind of give you a small spattering of color. I would like more color. But it is a Halloween build, so I guess I can't put too much color on here. More muted tones. Okay, I dropped... Where did it go? I dropped a slope. Ah, here it is. Yeah, so once again, the Lego community, so much fun to hang out with all these great people. And I got to learn a lot too. Just a lot of people who spend a lot of time just dedicating their life to this art. And I wish I had as much talent as some of them do. I think I'm a pretty good interviewer. That's where my talent is. Okay, let's see. I think, okay, I'm just trying to see where this one goes. Do they want this on top? Or they want it on the side? I think they want it on the side. Okay, I'm going to put it here. Like I said, it's kind of weird because it's like a embellishment. And okay, we're gonna put it there. It's like GLS. Okay, I have to ask you. I can't call you from your other name. So, what does GLS stand for? Did you get my note, by the way? So, not applying for season 4. Oh, are you asking me if I'm not applying for season 4? I don't know. I mean, when you read the interviews, a lot of times people didn't even apply and they were approached by the casting. So I've already applied twice, which makes me think, I don't know. For example, Liam and Emily, so the mother-son team, he mentioned on stage at BrickCon that he applied for season 1, but he was 16 at the time. Garage Land Studios. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, I knew you were going through some rebranding, but I didn't know what the GLS stood for. So thank you. Yeah, what about you, GLS? Are you thinking about applying? Because if you think about it, the last season they had 7,000 applications. And so going back to this kid, Liam, he applied, but he was 16 at the time. And he said on stage that they just ghosted him. You know, never heard from them, but they kept his name on file. And then they reached out to him and said, "Hey, are you 18 now?" And that's how he got onto season 3. So, you know, even if they ghost you, they may be thinking about you for a future season. So that's why, I don't know. I'm thinking to myself, should I try again, or how much rejection can I take? Yeah, I don't know. Right now I'm thinking that I'm really enjoying being, you know, interviewing other people, being a part of the other process instead of being on the camera, kind of behind the scenes instead. You have to be able to plan and build a mock. Yeah, I can do that. Are you saying I can't do that? Yeah, I can do that. But goes back to, so if you applied before, they might already be considering you, but you just don't know because they're just not going to tell you. They're just going to ghost you. So in the case of Liam and Emily, you know, they pretty much said, "Hey, you know, we're interested in you now." So I don't think he had to apply again. I just think, and then if you hear the story about Aziza and Eddie, Eddie had applied with a different person, and then the casting directors asked him to look for somebody else, and then he ended up asking his sister, and then his sister was happy to do it, and then they got on the show. So you just, I don't know. You can't be on the show. Why not? Is it because you can't mock? Is that why you're saying that? I think you can mock. I've seen you mock before. You've been on mock improv. So that can't be your excuse. It's got to be another reason. Yin Yang 847. How's it going? I am working on this Halloween owl. Just getting in the mood for Halloween. We were just talking about Lego Masters season 3. And GLS was asking if I was going to apply for season 4, because I didn't apply for season 3. And I don't know. I've heard different things about the casting process. And we were just talking about how Liam had mentioned on stage that he had applied, but he was 16 at the time, but they had ghosted him. They didn't tell him what, you know, anything. They just kind of interviewed him, but then they kept his name and reached out to him later. So, you know, maybe people might be interested in you, but you just don't know. Yeah. But I am having fun interviewing the cast. So, you know, like I said, maybe that's my purpose. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. I think that's right. All right. So we got a couple pumpkins going down. That's nice. Yeah, I think mock skills are important. Yeah, if I were to be even considered, I'd have to really work on my motorization skills. I know that I can build a mock. I mean, but part of it too is, can you build fast? Because that's the other thing. You got to build for TV. You got to build fast, and you got to build with a lot of square bricks. I have another clip that I'll be sharing with people about the grandpappies and how, you know, they also were, you know, on the show, and they said half the time you'd go to the brick pit and you couldn't find the pieces that you wanted because they have lots of 2x4s, but they didn't have very many of the curved pieces. So that was limiting as well. Speaking of curves, this one has these inverse 1x2s, which I like. So how are you doing, Yin Yang? You doing okay? I guess we're all just kind of lamenting about the fact that Major League Baseball preempted Lego Masters last night. Twitter blew up about it. People were upset. I mean, part of it is they left a cliffhanger at the end of episode 3 with Ethan and Dom joining the cast. So you can't really blame people for being a little upset. Yeah, so GLS and I were just talking about whether I would apply. And I said, I've applied twice already. I don't know. I mean, it's like, do I want to be rejected a third time? It's almost like, how many times you have to beat yourself up? I don't know. Maybe I have more the personality for radio rather than for television. Yeah. And I haven't built a huge mock until I started building for Jurassic Park, that collab. So I'm thinking about expanding that one. That's a possibility as far as my next mock, as far as what I'm planning to do. So I am really thankful that I went to BrickCon because I got some really good feedback on my different mocks that I brought. And the one that got a lot of feedback was the pandas of Penzance. A lot of people loved the pandas. So I'm thinking maybe I need to expand that some more. Okay, so we have a little brain going in here, this little pink 2x2. So I think that may be kind of a homage to Brickheads, even though this is an owl that we're working on. Yeah, no, I don't know. I think what's hard, at least for me and maybe for other people, is the ghosting part. If people would give you feedback and just say, we really liked you, we like your personality, we like your mocks, but we just, we at this time we've already casted. Because usually you don't find out until after the show has started airing, right? They don't give you just a regrets email. At least with corporate America or corporate, whatever country you're from, at least usually you get some sort of notification. Like, thank you for expressing your interest. And we had lots of great candidates, and it was a very tough decision, even something canned like that. But no. Okay, so this trick, right? That you put it onto a table so you can straighten these out better, because sometimes you just can't get this perfectly square. Yeah, we've got to make 4 of these. Yeah, I don't know. Yin Yang, have you thought about applying for Lego Masters? I mean, some people are very strategic about it. Like, I think Brick and Nick was very strategic about it, about how he was going to approach it, picking the partner, working on his builds. I think that there's a lot of, strategy and luck. I think it's a combination of the two. In general, I find myself, I'm a lucky person, at least most of the time. As far as, whether or not I would be on Lego Masters. Another part of me is like, I'm not sure if I want to be on Lego Masters after seeing what some of them go through. Like in season 1, oh my God, when Aaron had a meltdown because, his elevator froze or broke when they were transporting it. Yeah, I mean, just to have your raw emotions there on camera, I'm not sure if I want that. At least, with the stream, if I get emotional, I can say, excuse me a moment, I'm going to step aside. I don't have several cameras following me around. I think I am perfectly happy just, doing my own thing here. Streaming for the masses. And some people, will be tuning in later. And the other beauty of streaming on your own is if I don't like a stream, if something really got botched and the proverbial poop hit the fan, I can always delete it. You can't really do that if you're on Lego Masters. So let's see. I am just going to look at this here for a moment. Printing brown on paper just doesn't look right. So I got a 50-50 chance on the direction of this. So I'm just going to go for that. Okay, and looks like we're going to be putting in those, finally, we're putting in these mixel joints. But where are they going? They're going in the front. Okay. Yeah, we have 1x4s here, and then a 2x4 in the back. Yeah, you can see that this is starting to come together. Okay. All right, looks like I did that correctly, because I was wondering about whether this seam was supposed to be showing or not, and looks like it's okay. It's okay to be in the front. Well, the other thing you got to be careful about too is how the editors portray you. Because if you take a look at Lego Master Season 1, they pretty much portrayed Samuel Hatmaker as, a villain for some of the things he would say, and they would take it out of context, so it made it sound worse than probably what it was. And unfortunately, when he would go to a convention, people would, make that impression about him without really knowing who he is. So that kind of scares me. It's like, I don't know if I would want to go on a show, and then depending on how they edited the footage, it could come across very positive, or, it could, it depends on how they treat you. So that's another reason why it's good to have your own show. Is that you can decide as a producer your own production of what you want, to show. Because there have been times where I have not, been probably at my top of my game, and you just have to make a decision. Do you want to air this or not? And sometimes I've had to, say, no, it's not worth it. That's not going to air that show. That show is only for people who watched it live. Oh, this is cool. This next section. Okay, so check this out. So we have this little curved section for the chest, and that's going to go right here. Oh, very cool. So that seam, really, you didn't need to worry about that because it's going to be covered up. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens with Lego Masters. I would be open to it, but I'm also very leery of it too. Not because I don't like the show, only because you don't know what pressure will do to you. How will I do under pressure? And we also saw that in Lego Masters New Zealand. We were reviewing that show, and there were a couple instances where the stress was really getting to them. So you just don't know. Okay, we have a second purple or pink brain. So we had that pink one in the middle of the body, and now we have one for the head. So lots of interesting pink going on there. And of course, more snot bricks, which I like. I do like that This has a combination of black and tan and white snot bricks. So you have lots of choices. Oops. Ah! Uh-oh. The feet fell off. I'm down a foot. Okay. We will have to look for that later. I think is this it? Is this the foot? Nope. All right. Did I have a spare over here? I'm sure it'll appear again. That's the one thing I always got to be careful about how much, because I stream for the camera, not for myself. Because if it was myself, I would do this all on the desk. But I'm missing this tooth piece. But that's okay. I have those in my stock. So if I need to replace it, I can replace it. Okay. There we go. Get this face put together. I am concerned though. It's like, where did it go? Where did that piece go? All right. Well, like I said. Oh, here it is. Yay! We have it. All right. So it would be nice if they would secure these down, but maybe that comes later. Okay. Okay, we're recovered. Good morning, Hooded One. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we were just talking about Lego Masters was preempted in the US yesterday. But if you were in Canada, they did broadcast it in Canada. So that was interesting. So our Canadian friends got to watch it, but not us. So, yeah, and they've been pretty much, even the streaming services have been telling people that they have to wait until next week. So you just have to wait until next week. Unless you have a very good Canadian friend who recorded it for you. Let's see. All right, so it looks like we have, and I'm working on the Halloween owl here. And it's got some interesting shaping that is coming together. So I hope you're doing well, Hooded One. Like I said, we are lamenting about not being able to watch Lego Masters last night. And Major League Baseball took over our network. So I'm sure the baseball fans were happy, but not the Lego Masters. Have not seen a single episode of the new season. Oh, okay. Is that because you're waiting and you want to binge everything together? Or is it just not interested? Maybe a little bit of both. Okay. I do like the shaping that they're doing here with these 2x2 rounded curves. And these pieces too, these like claw looking pieces, those are always fun. Fun to do. Yeah, I've been, somebody was asking me earlier, GLS was asking me if I would consider going at Lego Masters season, I guess season 4 would be the next one they're casting for. I don't know. A part of me would like to, but another part of me is like, I went through the casting process twice already. Do I want to subject myself to that kind of stress again? It's almost like, they have my information. If they want me, they can reach out to me. So a part of me is like that. And another part is like, well, if you don't try, you just never know. You don't want to live with regrets. So I don't know. I go back and forth. I think it would be better if they wouldn't ghost you, because I think that's the hardest part. It's just psychologically that's draining on, and they've done that with so many people. And it would just be better to, even if it's a form letter, just tell people that, sorry, we weren't able to put you on, but you're still very talented. Oh, very cute. This is the rear end. This is the tail feather. Very, very cute. I will say they have not had Asian women on the show yet in the US. So I would like to see some Asian women represented, whether it's me or somebody else. But, you know, there's, I guess, not many of us. Oops. And I was mentioning this earlier, is that I'm just not sure if I would want to put myself through that stress, because that's a lot of stress to go through. Putting yourself through that. Do I want to do that? Is that something I want to subject myself to? Okay, let's see. All right, I think they want this here. Ah, okay. So this is the back of the head. So you can see how this is shaping. I do like the shape of this. It's nice. Yeah, reality TV, I think the good thing is that as far as reality TV shows go, this one is actually, you know, not too bad, because people seem to be very nice and cordial to each other, unlike some other reality TV shows. And I'm looking to see if they have the other curve. Nope, maybe not. I'm just not sure if this is the curve I want. Okay, well, I'm going to have to live with that. Because I'm thinking, let's see. Because this should be the mirror image of that. But it looks the same. Huh. Did I use a different one for another part of the build? No, those look okay. All right. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it. It is what it is. Yeah, so we're close to being done with this. This is a cute little build for the holidays. Nice thing. You could do this. I think you could do this too with your family. You could have somebody working on the pumpkins, another person working on the base. What you missed earlier is there's a hidden bat in the base of this, a little Easter egg, which is fun. Let's see. But I will say directions are terrible with brown. I hate it. I really do not like it when they put brown on paper. It just doesn't look right. But I do like these curves. This shaping is looking really nice. Okay, now it looks like we want to do 2 of these. And 2 of these claw pieces. Yeah, so I was mentioning earlier about how I have been looking at my what I've been spending on streaming services and other things. So that's part of the reason why I've decided to standardize on StreamYard, just because it's easier. It's easier to just focus on one platform. Okay, I think this goes down. I'm just going to guess that that is what they want. Like that. Very cute. Those feathers for the head. All right. I do need to practice more on working on characters. One thing, when you watch any Lego Masters show, they spend a lot of time figuring out characters and character faces. And that's why doing these kinds of builds are nice, because it really teaches you some of the characteristics you see in different faces. Okay, we have eyes again. Okay, these are on the outside now. So we had eyes earlier for the bat. Now we have eyes for the owl, finally. And we have a top clip, which goes here. There it is. And I need one more eye. Yes, here we go. Another eye there. So got this. And you can't really see it too well, but there's some top clips over there. You did build the Lego house duck. That has some terrible steps in the manual with dark blue. Yeah. Well, I worked on the con model of the wooden duck, and that was painful because there were some. It's a like a bar or a tavern, and they had all these little bottles and things that you had to put together. Yeah, I was not happy about that. That was not fun. That was not a fun build. Okay, so I think we are putting the little nose on, and we've got some horns. Give it some character. Very cute. There we go. That is adorable. Okay, so this is going to go on the front. I got to admit, I just love this face. That face is hilarious. Okay, we are coming down to the home stretch here. Got to work on the brains now. Brains of the job. Okay, so it looks like they want some slopes and a 2x2. All right. All right, where's this slope? Dark slope. So now they're using the dark brown on top of the light brown. Horns. Yeah. Well, I don't know if horns or eyebrows or, you know, they look like horns to me. Isn't there such a thing as a horned owl? I think there is, actually. I don't think that's how they meant it, but I think that's what the name of it is a horned owl. Okay, so yeah, it's the other thing about having your own show is you can call things whatever you want. It's the horned owl. Okay. So once again, having these opposing, I would like to have one going the other way. There we go. Okay. And I guess we get to choose which way. Oops. Oh, I did it again with the foot. The poor foot. This poor foot keeps falling off down here. Okay. A horned owl doesn't have horns. Yes, I know. I just think it's kind of funny to say horns because it looks like horns. Like I said, it's my show. I can call it whatever I want. Let's see. Why am am I getting confused here? Am I missing a piece? All right, I put those down. Yes. I did miss a step. There we go. All right. All right, and once again, we have these. Can we get them two different ways? Nope, those are the same. Aha, here we go. All right. And I could have sworn I did that already. Oh, maybe I did. I skipped a step. I went ahead of myself. Oh, I think I see what I did. No, I'm okay. I just missed this part. This 2x6. Okay. All right, we're back. We are back. We're back in action. All right. Like I said, these instructions are not the best. I'm looking for the these brown slopes, these cheese wedges. Where do they want these? I'm going to guess here, since this is exposed. So I'm going to guess here. Okay. Wish me luck. Okay. Yeah, I think these guys gonna go there. I call them telephone pieces because it looks like a phone. Phone handle. All right, and then I've got these brown pieces again. All right, I think that should cover this up. Oops, did I pick the wrong way again? Yeah, that's what I want. Like I said, this poor foot keeps falling off. Sorry, foot. You're not that stable. There we go. Okay, that's looking cool. Like I said, that face is great. All right. Well, horned owls on the Brickanista Broadcast Network have horns. You heard it here, folks. That's what's going to happen. Okay. It says I'm supposed to have two of these. Aha, there's the other one. Okay. Very cute. Okay. So there we go. We've got this horned. I'm going to call it a horned owl. Not enough foot clutch. I know. It needs like boat steads on the bottom here. All right. We're almost done because you can see we still have some pieces down here. Looks like, what are we making next? We are taking a cheese wedge. Looks like we have one last, I think is it on the back or the side? Oh, we're going to make the wings. Got to make the wings. So I have a feeling we're going to be doing two of these. So I'm going to set this aside knowing, I'm just going to say I'm going to proactively make two sets of these because these have got to be the wings. Yep. And by the way, I just got some news. My friend Kathy, who came to visit me a couple weeks ago, she's going to be back in town. I'm so excited because I'm going to be going to the Seahawks versus the Panthers football game with her in December, which I'm excited about, but I'm also a little nervous about because I haven't been to a big stadium since COVID started. So I haven't been to a big stadium, and it's also going to be in the middle of December. I don't know what the weather is going to be like in December. It should be interesting. Okay, so like I said, I am just proactively making 2 of these because we know it's going to have 2 wings. And all right, why is this not clutching? There we go. Oh, hey, Lena, you're just popping in to say hi. Hello. Yeah, we're almost done, actually. We're working on the wings now of this owl. Very, very cute, I will say. Okay, so it looks like this is where we're going to be differentiating because it looks like, one's going to have, I'm guessing, I'm just going to be proactive and guess that one's going to go one way and one's going to go the other way. And then you flip it over. And it looks like they want a boatstead. Oh, wait a minute. I put it on the wrong way. It needs to go underneath. There we go. And boatstead. We were just talking about clutch. And the boatstead's going to keep it in place. There we go. Okay. I'm going to guess. Like I said, I'm kind of being proactive here. I might be wrong. I might have to redo it, but it's Lego. It's easy to redo. Where is the second boatstead? There's got to be a second boatstead here. What? All right. All right. Well, maybe we're not doing 2. All right. We're going to continue with that one. Okay. So we're back to this. And this one, they want on the left, or its right arm, our left side. Okay, so there we go. Got a wing. Okay, so, all right, I'm doing that, did that. Yep, we're here. I can't find the second boatstead. Aha, here it is. Okay. Catastrophe averted. And like I said, I just did a proactive. And this one will be over here. And hello. Hello there. Little articulating wings. Very cute. Okay. And okay, this is going to be interesting. And they say to put it down here. Okay. I think they want it on the rotator. That's going to be my guess. Let's put this on the rotator. I guess I have to make sure these wings don't get in the way. All right. So that's cute. We got it on the rotator now. And oh, do we have all these extra pieces? Okay, I have a feeling this may not have been part of it, but I don't know. I'm going to have to take a look. That's the only one that looks out of place. All the other ones look like cheese wedges, clips. Actually, this might have been from another set. A 1x2. This one might actually have a step I might have missed. But I think all these others are, there's 2 of these, which makes me think maybe I missed a step there. And we have yeah, all these are like extra pieces. I think we're okay otherwise. I'm going to set these aside just because that might be another step. But I think overall we're done. I'm just going to check to see. Aha. I think these are supposed to be covered. So I'm going to go ahead and cover. Oops. Go ahead and cover these. Or maybe they were supposed to be here. Hold up. Let me just check. Let me just check real quick. See if there was supposed to be. See if there was supposed to be a cover for that. Those studs on the side. And of course the back. Like I said, the back, I'm kind of tempted to put these back here, but I don't think they'll fit. Yeah, they won't fit there. So it's maybe, might be this one. Let's see, did I have two of these? Aha. Okay. I'm gonna guess that they were here. Okay, this is where it becomes a mock because this is what makes sense to me. I put this here. And yeah, the foot clutch is terrible, hooded one. You're absolutely right. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go with that. And we have, like I said, an extra one of these. This, I have a feeling, has nothing to do with this set. This, I think, was just on my table because I was doing some sorting, and let's see if there is a parts list in the back. Parts list. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this 2x3 is not part of this. Yeah, that was my bad. Okay, we're done. We just need to put this back onto, let's see, they want the pumpkins in front. So we'll put this here. There we go. So we have our owl with the pumpkins in front. Very, very cute little set. I really love the fact that there's a bat underneath this whole build, kind of as an Easter egg. Color palette, I'm not sure if I would have put this purple down here. The purple just seems off. You know, if you're going to go with this, I would have maybe kept the green, but I don't know if this part comes in a dark green. That might be the reason. But very, very cute build and perfect for a Thrifty Thursday episode. That was about an hour and 20 minutes roughly that we built. And very, very cute for the holidays. So this particular set you can buy right now. It's at $14.99 for 228 pieces. Very reasonable for a Thrifty Thursday. And I think next week I'm going to do the vampire, if I can find it. I saw the vampire lying around here somewhere. And then for the Thursday before Halloween, we'll work on this set. Nice build. Thank you. Yes. I think so too. I think this was a nice build. And I think that, you know, I love rotators. So just having that little bit of rotation to offset it was nice. And I would be interested to see how this would transpose to a much bigger build. One thing I've been learning about both going to conventions and watching Lego Masters is that people appreciate larger builds. So if this was, say, I don't know, 3 feet tall, how would people respond to that? Okay. All right, my friends. So we accomplished yet another nice little set. I would definitely recommend it, especially for the holidays. This is something that you could also do with a couple different people. Though as an AFOL, you probably want to build it yourself. So there we go. I will say the instructions, I hate having to read dark brown instructions. Drives me crazy, but it is what it is. So I am going to go ahead and put this back in the box because this is also one of those where you can kind of take the owl separately off of the rotator and pack it back in its original box so that you'll have it ready for next year. And then the extra pieces can go back into your collection. So there you go. I will put it back just as a way to say goodbye. You don't want it, like you want it out for at least a little bit, not to have it in storage forever. But some of these boxes I do keep, and as you probably noticed, I open it like a tray, so you can put it right back in. If you open it on the side, you know, it probably would still work, but it's a lot easier and nicer as a tray. So there you go. No. Or whoo. We have a lot of barred owls over here, and their song is "Who cooks for you? Who cooks for you?" Okay. All right, my friends. That was another episode of Thrifty Thursday. Last week we had done this Vespa, which is only $9.99, which was a lot of fun to build. I think comparing the two, I think I liked the Vespa better. Honestly, I like the curves that were on here, but this is a very cute model for the holidays. And if you like owls, then yeah, this would be good for you too. So anyway, yes, make a life-size owl. Yeah, not on this stream, but maybe in the future. Yeah, I think that's something I do need to work on is much bigger builds, especially for the next con. And one of the things that I've been toying with is maybe this pirate panda, maybe doing something like that. Or the other thought that came to my mind was building a panda island where it had, instead of a skull head, it had a big, massive panda head. I don't know, just brainstorming here. But the next con won't be until April of next year. So we have lots of time. So we're going into the holidays. Also, we have some Winter Village sets that are coming out. I may decide to build one of those on a Twitch stream. But for the holidays, these little sets are perfect. And as we get into the holidays, there'll be more of these little sets coming out that we'll plan to do for Thrifty Thursday. So anyway, thanks again, Hooded One, Lena, Yin Yang 847, Brick Jedi, GLS, everybody, Remy, everybody who kind of dropped in to say hello on the stream. And don't forget, this Sunday, we have a special guest. We have Little Scrap, who's going to be our guest for a Builder Insight episode. We won't be streaming tomorrow because Lego Masters was preempted, so we won't have a review show. We'll be postponing it to next week. And that Friday, we have special guests, Tacos and Michel, that were on Lego Masters this last season. So we are starting to have different interviews with different pairs going into the rest of the season, which is great because that's what we did also for Lego Masters New Zealand. And it was just great getting the insights from the builders themselves. So stay tuned for all of that. That's going to be coming up next couple days and next week. It'll be a lot of fun. In Scarebeck, it was also a lot of massive builds, but some of the smaller ones were the best. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I noticed that too. When you go to a con, a lot of the massive builds, people like Paul Hetherington, Brandon Jones, Doug Hughes, they all brought massive builds. I mean, we're talking about maybe 3 feet tall and 4 to 5 feet wide. And then there was the one that won Best in Show, though, was a large build, but it was a moderately sized build. So Kimberly Giffen, who made the Giffen Gardens, had motorized koi fish in the pond and very well detailed landscaping. She came in first place with Best in Show, and her mock was probably about, 64 64 wide, I think, studs, and maybe it was 64 by 64, or maybe 96 by 64, something along those lines. But it was really well done. So I was very much inspired by all these great builds. And if I go to Brick Can in April, that's the next one I would love to go to. That one's only 3 hours north of me, and I've never been to Brick Can. And then I think the other one I've got my sights on is Brick Rodeo in Texas. But we'll see. I mean, the year hasn't even started yet. And as you know, last year I had a little hiccup in my plans. So let's hope everybody stays healthy for 2023. Okay, so anyway, have a great evening, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging in. And as they say on the Brick and Easter Broadcast Network, may the clutch be with you. Thank you so much, and have a great, great day. All right, bye.